Today we will look at telling the time, hour and half hour on analog clock. Let's learn what's analog clocks. These are analog clocks you can see everywhere. You may have one at home or school. They can be big or small enough to wear on your wrist. Some have numbers and some don't. No matter the size or shape, all analog clocks help us tell time the same way. Let's learn. As you see out of the clock, there is the numbers from 1 to 60. These are minutes. Inside of the clock, there is also numbers from 1 to 12. They are hours. A clock face is a full circle. As you see, the shape of the clock is circle. The full circle has 60 minutes. As you see here, it starts from 1 to 60. There are 60 minutes in an hour. Let's learn. Here, this is small hand, this is long hand. What is small hand and long hand on the analog clock? Small hand, this is the hour hand. Long hand, this is the minute hand. So, and there is one more hand, if you remember, like most of the analog clocks, there is red hand. It shows second hand. So here, if the minute hand, as you see here, if the minute hand on the 12, we use o'clock. And small hand, this one, this small hand show hours. It is easy to tell this time. What is this time? The small hand show hours 4 and the long hand show 12. As I told, the time is 4 o'clock. So the small hand on the clock tells the hour. The big hand points to the minute. There is special name. This is o'clock. So what time is it? It is 4 o'clock. Yes. So small hand is on the 4 and the big hand is on the 12. The time is 4 o'clock. So, what time is it? Let me repeat. The small hand on the 2. So, if the long hand on the 12, we say 2 o'clock. Yes, it is 2 o'clock. So let's practice. So, on the first picture, as you see, what is the small hand? Here, small hand on the 8. So, we say 8 o'clock. That's great. Let we look at the second picture. What is the small hand? Here on the 12. So don't confuse, please. Also, long hand and small hand at the same time. On the 12, we say 12 o'clock. Let we check. That's great. The last one. What is the small hand? Small hand on the 10. What is the long hand? 12. It means o'clock. What time is it? The time is 10 o'clock. Great. So, let we learn how we can tell the time on the half hour. We learned that a clock face is the full circle. It's made up of 2 halves. Half means you divided the clock 2 equal parts. 2 equal parts. Let me color it. Green part and blue part. So, these green and blue parts are the equal. So, these are halves make full circle. There are 60 minutes in an hour. It means full circle is 60 minutes. What about half circle? Let we see. If we divide it 2 parts, as you see, we reach to the 30. It means the half an hour is 30 minutes. So, how many minutes are in half an hour? Of course, 30 minutes. So, here on the picture you can see this is half an hour. Half hour. There are 30 minutes in half an hour. When it is 30 minutes, we have special words. Past the hour, we say it's half past the hour. It means it starts, for example, o'clock, and after o'clock, we pass that hour 30 minutes. That's why we say half past. So logically, if you see that the long hand, if long hand on 6, we say half past. If small hand between 2 numbers, we always choose the left one. This is left and this is right. We choose the left one is blue one, of course, 1. With another word, if the small hand between 2 numbers, you should choose the small number. Which one is the small? 1 or 2? Of course, 1. But in this case, for example, if the small hand between 12 and 1, which one we should choose? On the left side. On the left side, we have 12. But 12 is not smaller than 1. That is bigger. So, except 12 and 1, between 12 and 1, other case, you should choose the smallest one. For example, if the small hand between 3 and 4, which number we should choose? The smallest one, of course, 3. 3. For example, it's 1/2, which one? 1 or 2? Look at here. The small hand between 1 and 2, which one is the small number? Of course, 1. That's why the time is 1/2. What time is it? Where is the long hand? Where is the long hand? The long hand on the 6. So, what we should use? We have special word. Half past. So, if you see the long hand on the 6, you should use 1/2. 1/2 what? Look at the small hand. Where is small hand? The small hand on the... the small hand between 3 and 4. Which number is small? Of course, 3. So, what time is it? Can you please guess? So, first, we should say 3:30. The time is 3:30. Let me check. Yes, it is 3:30. So, let's practice. First one, can you please guess it? Where is the long hand? Of course, on the 6. We have special word, 1/2. Where is the small hand? Between 1 and 2. Which one we should say? 1 or 2? Which one is small? Of course, 1. So, the time is 1:30. Next one. Can you please look at the picture? Where is the long hand? We have special word for it. The long hand on the 6, we say 1/2. Where is the small hand? Between 3 and 4. Which one is small? Of course, 3. So, the time is 3:30. Where is the long hand? The last picture. On the last picture, the same thing. 1/2. Where is the short hand? Between 9 and 10. Which number is small? 9 or 10? Of course, 9. So, the time is 9:30. So, thank you everyone. If you have any question, please write me. See you next time.